happened quite recently, within the last 2 years. I remember when I first found out that I was pregnant, and my due date was originally supposed to be Dee Dee's birthday. So when we finally connected with each other and shared some words, I was like, hey girl, you know, my due date is on your birthday. And she was like, oh my God, you for real? I'm like, yeah. So she was like, cool, what you think you're gonna have? I hope you're having a boy. And I didn't tell her at the time that I knew what I was having. So when we spoke again, it's closer to her birthday, and I was like, hey Dee, so I wanted to call and tell you that I'm actually having a boy. And she was like, okay, you feeling anything yet? And it was around March 8th. And I was like, no, not yet. She was like, all right, well, I'm gonna call you on my birthday, and I'm gonna see if you really gonna have him on my birthday. So it was about 7 o'clock in the morning on March 14th, 2020. And I get a phone call, and I'm like, hello? And it wasn't from her usual number. I'm like, who is this? She was like, this Dee Dee, so let me ask, are you having a baby? Do you feel any contractions? I said, no, Dee Dee, I'm not feeling no contractions. Why are you calling me at 7 in the morning? She like, well, damn, I was just calling to see if my birthday gift was going to touch you. I was like, well, I don't feel anything yet, but I'll call you back a little later to let you know. So I called her back a little later, wished her a happy birthday. And she just laughed so hard. She was like, I could not believe that he did not come yet. And every day until he came, she hit me up to see what day he was coming. Lo and behold, he came March 30th. But that's just something I'll always remember and I'll carry with me. And just to know that when she was leaving this world, she was going to bring a baby boy into this world. So she used to be like, we're going to be boy moms now.
According to a study published in Obstetrics and Gynecology, pregnant women in the United States die by homicide more often than they die of pregnancy-related causes, and they're frequently killed by a partner. Black women in the United States who are pregnant or were recently pregnant have up to nearly threefold higher risk of dying by homicide than those who are not pregnant, the highest increase reported among any racial or ethnic group. Part of the reason that Black women are at higher risk could be that experiences of racism have led them to be more distrustful of law enforcement agencies and less likely to bring forward complaints about domestic violence. Every 5 hours, a Black woman or Black girl is killed, typically by a Black man. This is the story of Denise Middleton. Denise was a beautiful 26-year-old woman that was expecting her first child with her boyfriend Torrey Moore. Her family described her as a funny, witty, and loving person. She loved fashion, hair, and makeup. She could make an outfit out of anything. Her laugh was infectious and her jokes were the highlight of special moments. She was so excited to become a mom. She told everyone who would listen. Her heart was so big and she always made sure you knew she loved you. Denise was a walking book of positive affirmations. She always said the nicest things about you when she saw you. Always complimenting someone and giving out love. If you had a disagreement with her, she would make sure to make things right. On December 8, 2022, Torrey Moore got into a heated exchange over iced tea with a gas station clerk. Moore pulled out a gun and shot and killed the clerk, then fled home.
County Police say 31-year-old Torrey Moore and Wondimu exchanged words as Moore checked out. Police say Moore then shot Wondimu multiple times and ran off. Police eventually got a warrant for Moore's arrest, which is right across the street from the store, for Moore's apartment, which is right across the street from the store. There they made a grisly discovery, the decomposing body of a woman that Moore told police was 8 months pregnant. Moore told police he was in a relationship with the woman and they'd gotten into a fight about a month ago. Police say there were no reports, though, of a missing woman that they believe was connected to the case. They also said they did not get any calls about any odors in the building.
Nearly a week after officers found a pregnant woman killed inside an apartment in White Oak, investigators released her name. The Montgomery County Department of Police said officers found the body of Denise Middleton, 26, inside the home at 11235 Oakleaf Drive while they were carrying out a search warrant for another murder.
Well, 31-year-old Torrey Damien Moore is set to be before a judge in just about an hour. This is the second bond hearing that he's had in about 2 weeks today. The judge is deciding the bond on 2 first-degree murder charges. He is charged with shooting 26-year-old Denise Middleton multiple times, killing her and her unborn son. Her family sharing this picture of her with us. Police found her body decomposing in Moore's apartment while searching the apartment for another murder that Moore is charged with. The autopsy showed the baby boy would have survived if born at the time that Middleton was killed.
Denise planned to name her baby boy Ezekiel. Sadly, she never got a chance to meet her son. Her family released a statement which read, "Denise was so loved by her family and so cared for. We are heartbroken that this was her story and reality. We wish our efforts would have brought her back home to us. Denise and baby Ezekiel is loved and missed by the Middleton family. Thank you all for your prayers and kind words. This has shaken our family up but has brought us even closer. We will make sure justice is served for her and baby Ezekiel. #ProtectBlackWomen." As for Moore, he was found not mentally competent to stand trial for the 3 murders. However, he is being held without bond for the public safety.
This is not the first time Torrey Moore has been accused of violent crimes. His criminal history includes assaults, armed robbery, and kidnapping. But for these latest charges, the judge says he is not competent to stand trial. For now. The first victim police found was behind the counter of this Silver Spring gas station. Police say Torrey Damien Moore shot and killed the 61-year-old clerk in a fight over a bottle of iced tea. When officers went to Moore's apartment across the street, they say they found the decomposing body of a pregnant woman, believed to be his girlfriend, 38 weeks pregnant. A total of 3 pending murder charges, but Monday, less than 2 weeks since the gas station shooting that first alerted police, a judge said their suspect cannot stand trial.
Not competent to stand trial, and was also a danger to himself or to others.
After a court-ordered evaluation, the Montgomery County judge ruled Moore is currently incapable of assisting in his own defense. A follow-up evaluation is scheduled for June. They are hopeful Moore will be eligible to stand trial after his re-evaluation.
It's important to note that he is not free in the community. He is being held without bond because of the dangerousness.
As of January 7, Moore is still being held on bond. No further update has been provided. This guy deserves the death sentence. However, Maryland abolished the death penalty. He will more than likely get life with no possibility of parole. This story was sad and horrific. Please keep the family of Denise and Ezekiel Middleton in your prayers. Rest in peace, Denise and Ezekiel Middleton.